The post SummerSlam Raw takes place in Brooklyn, New York for the 4th consecutive year, and it's going to be this way again in about 8 months during WrestleMania season. So WWE really always goes to Brooklyn. They've given them 4 straight SummerSlams, and now they're getting a WrestleMania. They still haven't announced where SummerSlam is next year, but the rumor is Toronto. I don't know if they'll do SummerSlam next year in the Sky Dome in Toronto or just in the arena. So that hasn't been clear, but we still don't know. It hasn't even been confirmed. So they had Roman Reigns start off, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, this is going to be like WrestleMania last year, not 33. You know, when it comes out when the fans are chanting, "Fuck you, Roman! You suck, asshole! You suck! Go away!" That's what I'm thinking happened. It wasn't as bad. They booed him, and you know, I didn't listen to the promo. I heard Finn Balor came out and they made a match later tonight, so we all know who's going to win that. It's regular Finn Balor, it's not the Demon. So, I mean, Finn Balor is a complete loser, but the Demon is awesome. So that's what I'm seeing with Finn Balor. So, okay, the Raw script leaked out yet again, so I read the whole script. I know what's going to happen. I thought, oh, God, this sucks. So Kurt Angle came out. Baron Corbin came out, and Kurt Angle came out, and Lashley came out, and it's just horrible. It's just, all right, this happens every week. It's like, I hate when they do start a show, everyone comes out, and it's usually they make a big match, but there's no multi-man match. They just made Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin. Corbin crushed him, Lashley crushed him. We all knew Corbin's a complete loser. He loses, he sucks, and I guess they also announced that Kurt Angle, later in the show, they announced Kurt's done. That's when Stephanie announced. So I don't know if he's done for real. I wouldn't mind it because he's kind of sucked as GM. He's been there a year and a half. So they had Kurt Angle back. Here's Paul Heyman, and he said, and Paul says Brock wants his rematch, so I guess it's not. There's no Brock Lesnar tonight. Kurt said no. I'm guessing Brock's done. So Brock Lesnar is in the UFC now. He's in the testing pool. He barely took any damage in his match last night. That's by design. We'll see how he does. So I'd like to, wish him luck. People hate Brock. I don't hate Brock. I find the guy, I like the guy. Even though I kind of like, he's just the kind of guy that says, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want. You kind of respect that. And plus, he's not a company guy. He does whatever the fuck Brock Lesnar wants. I think I don't want to be Brock Lesnar's shoes if you're in the company and not have to be a company guy or a company girl. So we'll see who he fights. I think it'll be interesting because in November there's rumors that's going to be Daniel Cormier and John Jones for the heavyweight title, not for light heavyweight like they did the first 2 times, but for the heavyweight, and then Brock might face the winner. That's a rumor. There's also a rumor Cormier's just not going to face Lesnar until like February. But the thing that's interesting, that's huge. So if Cormier and Jones fight in November, UFC only has their fighters fight once every 6 months, especially if you're a top, one of the big stars. It's usually you fight every 5-6 months, and there's so many injuries. So I'm thinking to myself, let's say they do that fight in the Garden, and whoever wins at heavyweight, you'll probably won't see him fight maybe until April, and Brock probably miss WrestleMania, because what I think's gonna happen if they don't. I think when I thought about this, the most likely scenario is Cormier's heavyweight champ. Brock fights Cormier on Super Bowl weekend. They usually do a fight that night, and Brock gets destroyed like he will against either Cormier or Jones. He's gonna get absolutely smoked. And then Brock's back in time for WrestleMania. That's how I thought this would go all down. I still kind of feel that way. I think he'll lose the fight and he'll come back for WrestleMania. That's how I thought. He won't be under contract, but he'll make his return, and but I don't know. It'll be interesting. But Kurt Angle is also done. Stephanie announced it later tonight, so we have the end of the Kurt Angle era and the end of the Brock Lesnar era. They both, when I actually started making videos on this channel, LRMania, it started off in April 2017, so that was a couple weeks after WrestleMania. Kurt Angle was just announced as GM, and Brock Lesnar was just starting his reign. So Kurt's reign as GM started the night after Brock's reign as Universal Champion, and 16 months later, Brock's reign ends at SummerSlam. The night after SummerSlam 2018, Kurt's reign as GM ends. So, that's it for Brock and Kurt on Raw. I think it's time to move on. They had Corbin there, and it was just a shitty segment. So they go to a 6-woman tag. This was long. I had the Riot Squad against Sasha, Bayley, and Ember Moon. So, it's funny. I remember when I was pissed off what they were doing with Bayley and Sasha the night after WrestleMania. I was laughing. Okay, Sasha and Bayley feuded for Absolution. Paige, Sonya, and Mandy when they were together for like 6 months when they debuted. Then the Riot Squad comes up, they beat up Bayley and Sasha, and now Bayley and Sasha feud with them for another 6 months. I was right. This happens every time. They have nothing for them. Ruby Riot's going to be a star. They were hyping her up heavily on commentary. 2019 is going to be the year of Ruby Riot. That's also, I've heard Slice Wrestling Insider and everybody say that she has big plans. You're going to see a big push for Ruby Riot in 2019. The other two suck. Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan are nothing. As for the other ones, Ember Moon, she's just going to be lost in the shuffle. I knew. I mean, with her luck, Vince won't push someone like that. You just know. I don't have to say it. I mean, she's the most attractive woman they have, of course. And, Vince will never push her. And Bayley and Sasha, I think, are done. Sasha now, she's actually been pinned 3 weeks in a row. There's some kind of heat. I don't know. Something's up. There was rumors Sasha was going to get the match at Trish, so a lot of people were surprised and pissed off, and Alexa got it. And there's something up with Sasha. She's in the doghouse. I don't know if she's going to leave. I kind of hope she does. Especially there's other places for them to go, and Asuka too. You'd like to see other, all of them, Bayley, all of them have opportunities somewhere else because they're great wrestlers like the men do. If the men could leave, if there's a top guy in WWE who's unhappy, just being treated in the mid card, he could leave and make money. And these women, there's nothing. So it sucks for them unless they can go back to NXT. But as for Sasha, I don't even think she's going to be on Evolution. Something's up with her. There's some heat on her, or Vince just doesn't want to push her. Something's going on there because they never used to beat her very much unless it was on papers. But she's been pinned 3 weeks on Raw by the Riot Squad, so it tells you like her stocks plummeted with the company, and something's going on there. He had Triple H come out. He talks about the match at The Undertaker. I'm sorry, this is a good promo. I don't want to fucking see this. I don't want to see these guys wrestle anymore. I don't care about this fucking Super Showdown match. I wish it would have ended at end of an era at WrestleMania 28, or hyping it up. End of an era. Undertaker, Triple H, the last showdown, Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee. The match was great, and then Triple H showed them of him, Shawn, and Taker, hugging when they're on the ramp. That was a great. That should be the last time you see this match. I don't want to fucking see this damn match anymore. The way they hyped us up, it's better probably for Triple H win. I don't think you all. I think Taker probably wins. But I don't need to see this goddamn match anymore. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Undertaker and Triple H in 2018, for fuck's sakes. Why does anyone want to watch this match in 2018? The Undertaker can barely move. Triple H doesn't look that good anymore. He looks old as hell. He's really aged the last couple years, let's be honest. And Taker's he's horrible. I don't want to fucking watch that damn match. God damn it. Fuck off. Show me his fucking Undertaker and Triple H. You buried all this young talent to watch. Just damn 2 50-year-old guys wrestle who can barely move. Anyway. Yeah, Dean Ambrose, he beat Dolph Ziggler. Yeah. So, I hope Dolph leaves. There's rumors Dolph's contract was up around this time. It's probably not, but I wish he leaves. You have Elias there. He's in the back. So, they show Finn Balor with Braun Strowman backstage. Braun says he won't cash in. I don't know. The way I think they're going to do, with the way the show ended, I think something like the Shield against Strowman and Balor, maybe. So Elias is in the ring. Yeah, you have Kurt Hawkins. And alright. This is like, when you have this, I'm just going to change the channel. They had Elias and Kurt Hawkins. They show Titus O'Neil backstage. I don't know. They never work with Apollo Crews against the Authors of Pain. Authors of Pain win. There's some stuff with the Authors of Pain too that's coming out. These guys are bust. WWE's trying to repackage them. Hey, WWE, you want to save the Authors of Pain? Stop having them feud with these fucking idiots, Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews with Dana Brooke as their manager. You want to know how to get a good way to get them over? 2 words, WWE. Bring them back. All you have to do is bring them every single Raw and like every pay-per-view. He doesn't need to be on the fucking house shows. You know what his name? Paul Ellering. You fucking idiots. You fucking motherfucking idiots. You fucking killed both these guys' careers. Like, they would have been nothing on NXT without for Ellering. He helped them get over. He was their hype man. He was great with them. Just go fuck yourselves, you fucking morons. You can't get anyone over. You don't know what the fuck to do with anybody in NXT. Fuck off, Vince, you fucking idiot. Fucking getting rid of Paul Ellering. Why? So they're in the ring. It's like, I hate Stephanie. I can't stand it when she does with them, and they have them all like she's this she's this dominant woman, and all these chicks are her bitches. It's how I feel. It's like this woman with all her hoes. It's how she treats this woman. Like this woman who's running for political office later, like her mom. She's just using all these women as basically for PR. That's all she does. So I just can't stand it. All women are on the entire Raw roster. Alexa Bliss has a sling on. All the women, and Stephanie talks about Ronda Rousey, and she talks about putting her over, and then Ronda makes her way to the ring. And it was funny when I saw Ronda make her way to the ring. There's something going on. I was right about Sasha Banks. She gave this death look to Ronda when she heard her music. It's like there's something up there. Something's going on with Sasha. She might never be on Evolution. There's some heat there. She was supposed to get. I thought she was going to get the match with Trish, but they gave it to Bliss. But there's something up. I'm gonna bring that up more and more on these reviews. Something's going on there. She had this look. It's like, oof. Ronda talks about Stephanie, says it's not about her. She beats her up. She kicks her ass. She's, says Natty's the cornerstone division. She praises Sasha and LA for takeover, even though they're fucking buried. You can do something about them now that they're being fucking buried 3 years later in New York. It's losing to the fucking Riot Squad every goddamn week and meaningless matches. She takes a shot at Brock Lesnar. She points out Alexa Bliss was wearing a sling. Ronda rips Stephanie's arm off, beats her up. The heels check on Stephanie in the face to celebrate with her, and I didn't care for it. I hate what they're doing with Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, why they're getting a push. They have Scott Dawson beat Bo Dallas, and then Dash Elder beat Curtis Axel. They beat them both in singles matches, but this B team thing sucks. I don't want to see it anymore. They show Roman Reigns backstage, and Renee Young is with him. I just didn't want to see Roman Reigns talk. They show Stephanie McMahon. She's backstage with Alexa Bliss and Baron Corbin, so Alexa's still going to be pushed. They love their blondes. Checking on her. Yeah. So they have Kurt Angle come back to check on her, and they had Baron Corbin berate him, and then Kurt Angle, that's when Stephanie announced Kurt's taking a vacation. So Corbin's the general manager on Raw now for the time being. All right, I don't give a fuck. That's gonna suck. So I know not to watch Raw. And I'm excited about SmackDown. Like AJ and Joe is a great feud. Daniel Bryan and The Miz is a great feud, but shit like this, I don't want to see Baron Corbin on Raw. Okay, so main event, Roman Reigns and Finn Balor. Finn Balor is a loser the way they book him when he's not the demon. Like, Roman Reigns is distracted by Braun Strowman, and still Roman Reigns beats Finn Balor cleanly. They had a long match. Crowd obviously loved Balor. We all knew he wasn't going to win. And Strowman cashes in, and it's like, they made two baby faces look like losers. Balor and Strowman are complete idiots. Strowman announced, I won't cash in behind your back. After Reigns has a grueling match with Balor, I'm cashing in. He cashes in, and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins make the save. They beat the shit out of Braun Strowman. Reigns gives him a Superman punch, and then they give him the triple power bomb through an announce table. So I'm afraid they're going to treat Braun Strowman like they treated Ryback in 2012 when they had him just get his ass kicked by the Shield every week and then buried him. Braun Strowman, I feared, that's what I thought when they were pushing Braun Strowman back. I was thinking, they don't want him to get too over. They're going to make him like Ryback, and they're going to make him try to get sympathy for him. And that's what's going to happen with Braun Strowman. He's going nowhere. He won't be champ. He'll probably fuck up with the briefcase. That's my prediction. The Shield's back together. It's not a heel turn. It's just a reunion. They're a 500,000th reunion. The Shield is back together. I don't care, to be honest. I don't want to watch Raw much anymore. It's like, Big Show's over. Build-up wasn't the greatest. It's like, I don't really care about Hell in a Cell. I really don't care at all about what's after Hell in a Cell, this Australia show, and I certainly don't care about the women's show, so... it is what it is. I'm not interested.